My dear child, it is okay if you don't vibe with everyone. It is actually a sign of your authenticity. Only fake people can keep up with the hive mind energy, and when you are really selective about the things that you allow in your life, you align with your highest self. When people keep trying to fit in everywhere, so they are just drifting apart from themselves. And when you only tune into the frequencies that resonate with your soul, so you no longer carry any baggage of fitting in, and that makes your energy magnetic. So when you feel that there is no one who understands your vibe, don't get discouraged. So it is better to be patient when it comes to attracting someone who will catch your vibe instead of settling for less. Embrace solitude and remain authentic so that you can attract everything that is in tune with your own vibrational frequency. So, my child, know that. Release all tension, stress, or anxiety about your future, and it is all going to work out in your favor. So, everything you need to thrive is being prepared for you. Rest well and give deep gratitude for the blessings that are on the way. There are divine forces beyond your conscious attention at work for you. There is a greater plan for everything when the road gets rocky and time seems dim. It is designed by the Creator to raise you higher than before. So you have been dwelling on positive thoughts and putting good energy into the world. So you are treating others as the way you would like to be treated. So positive blessings are flowing into your life. So trust that everything taking place is for your benefit. So walk confidently through the doors that are opening with a heart full of gratitude. These doors have been opened by Source intentionally for you. So celebrate the mystery of the universe by living in joy. So enjoy the journey, soak in all the views, smiles, taste, and memories along the way. So one day you will look back and remember these moments. With every breath, feel the present moment with your heart, mind, and soul. So your gratitude and humility for the journey you have been blessed with will unlock many doors. So it would not always make sense, and difficult times are sure to arise, but with a positive attitude and solid faith, there is nothing that can stop you. So, my child, know that you have welcomed new thoughts and beliefs, and you are creating improvements. So you acknowledge that you cannot have a new life practicing old habits and are making changes. So keep working on being better and building better. You are doing a great job. committing to your well being. So continue mastering mindsets, leveling up to your desired life, and expecting big and beautiful blessings. So your best days are yet to be. If you look back on your life, you will find that the biggest breakthroughs you have experienced have been relatively recent. So you have not even entered the phase in which you are actually putting into practice all your newfound wisdom, and once you do, this will all be second nature. You would not have to think, heal, or pray your way to a peaceful mind. Prosperity will chase you over and over again, and your blessings will continue to multiply. So consider how far and impossible it all seemed in the beginning. Consider the doubts and worries you had in your heart and when you were going through hardships. So the time you felt like there will never be end to your pain, and while there are things you still need to go through as you continue walking on this unknown and untraveled path. So may you notice how far you have already come and how strong you have been all that you had to overcome. So my child, know that the greatest wisdom is to see through appearance, and if you are ready, this message right now, it confirms that you have taken the right course of action and have responded in the correct manner. Sometimes the best thing for all concerned is to have the strength to say no. Your response will empower and help both you and others. You have shown great wisdom by standing in your truth, and yet you have done this with great love and respect for yourself and others. You are like the willow whose branches sway with the wind but whose roots remain firmly embedded within the earth. So life is constantly changing, but its core essence remains the same. Love and wisdom do not change, they only grow stronger. So continue to live and respond to all in your life through love and truth, for in doing so you honor the Spirit for all living things. So my child, know that if someone cares about you, they will make time for you. You would not sit there and wonder what you mean to them because they have not replied to your messages. You would not lose sleep over the way they treat you, hot one day and cold the next. You would not fret or worry about whether they will change their mind and leave you. So you will just know because they will be honest about their feelings. They will reply to your text messages with just as much enthusiasm. So they will always be on the other end of the phone, and if they can't be, they will let you know that even though they are busy, they are still thinking of you. They will treat you with just as much love and care as you deserve, and they will never leave you wondering You will never be confused about what your place in their life is. If someone cares about you, the amount of effort they put into you would not change once you are together, and in fact, it will get deeper, stronger, and more meaningful. So, if someone really cares about you, they will never leave you empty or unloved. Believe me, they would not. So, my child, know that. Don't seal your lips for people who believe your happiness lies elsewhere, and you have to own your happiness. So you have to fight for it even if it only make an inch of your entire life. So there will always be people who seem happier, smarter, more successful and more blessed with their life. But that does not give them the right to take what is yours, what belongs to you. Stand up for every inch of happiness you have inside of you. So stand up for yours, every inch of progress you are making to grow that happiness, and we belong to ourselves. And although the ones that matter to you most have the best intentions, there are a few things in life they would not always and completely understand what is best for you. And that is okay. Happiness is a road you define on your own terms. To do that, and you need to accept what makes you happy and what does not. So don't worry if you don't fit in. Standards are overrated. Happiness can be glitch, and even the smarter, richer, and happier goals have problems. So they would not always have a clue how to fix or figure out. Don't shut yourself out for people who claim to have the best intentions for you. But don't ask you first what the best thing is for you right now. You are allowed happiness fully and completely, however you define it. Find your inch of happiness, own it, and proudly run with it wherever it is you go or whoever it is you meet. So, my child, know that. You know there is a limit to everything, even in love. It is like a boundary that, when crossed repeatedly, makes apologies lose their meaning. Even if someone loves you deeply, there comes a moment when that love alone can't hold things together. Love is a powerful force, no doubt about it. It can make people endure all sorts of hardships and forgive countless mistakes. But the thing is, love alone can't carry the weight of constant hurt and disrespect. It can't make up for a relationship that is became toxic. When someone loves you deeply, they will endure a lot, forgive a lot, and try to make things work. But no matter how much they love you, there is a point where they decide that staying in the relationship is no longer worth the pain. It is not because they stopped loving you, but they love themselves enough to not settle for a relationship that causes them pain. So it is a reminder. Treat the person you love just as you would want to be treated, with respect, kindness, and care. Don't test the limits of their love, because once they have had enough, they reach that point of no return. They might walk away, and rebuilding what is been broken can be really tough. Love should never be a burden, but a source of warmth and comfort. Self love does not feel like loving every single part of yourself at all times. No, self love is a homecoming, a safe space, a place to be exactly who you are, a soft spot to land in a hardened world, a listening within to how you really feel, and a lack of judgment on the answer. It is your body and your mind at peace. It is a calm understanding that whatever happens, you have got your own back and you will show up for you. Self love is not something you can perfect and arrive at. It is an ongoing unfolding, unlearning, and becoming all at once. So you might not be exactly where you want to be, but look at how far you have come. So don't let the pressure you put on yourself to be everything all at once steal your brain space. You don't have to be anything more than who you are right now. So because who you are is enough, free your mind of anything ahead of you that is not relevant to this moment. So take a deep breath and try to put everything into perspective. So my child, know that you cannot hide yourself and expect to be seen. Remove the mask and free your mind, body, and soul from anything that does not align with your very being. So go ahead and dig through the layers of everything you have learned and everything you have experienced and everything you have been told to be, so that you may discover who you are. Rediscover who you are, be vulnerable, show up for yourself, and watch how the universe rewards your bravery, your honesty, your strength. So, in a world constantly asking you to be someone you are not, one of the bravest things you will ever do is allow your instinct self to shine through. So step into your truth, rid yourself of expectations, limitations, of the need for external validation. Be honest with yourself, do what feels right for you. What feels good for you, you only get one chance at this little thing called life. Let your light bleed into this world. It does not need another copy of someone else. It needs you just as you are. No shortcuts ever, even if the routes lead you to the same destination, even if the path results in a great big sign of relief or inflates your lungs, your immense gratification. It is in taking the longer route that your witness peaks and valleys. And it is through this experience that you learn about yourself, your capacities, your worth, and the direction to move in next. So much is lost when you take the easy way out, and there are moments of happiness you miss, there are connections you forgo. There is wisdom you bypass, there are profound aha moments you skip that are intended to parts and grow you. There is a beauty you fail to feel along the way. The longer route can be uncomfortable and tiresome, but running away from not feeling what you are meant to feel is you not meeting your authenticity. It is you not meeting the challenge the universe is facilitating. One mean to expand you, and it is you rejecting an experience that is going to act as a stepping stone to your beautiful evolution. Yes, you can absolutely reach your destination by taking the shorter route. You can find what you are looking for, and you can get to where you need to be. But the truth is, a lot of you get lost along the way. So, my child, know that we are products of our environment. If a lion is surrounded by sheep, it is only a matter of time before it begins champing grass and wandering aloof. So put it where it thrives and the environment awaken its instincts, and it will become the fierce predator it is destined to be. So humans are not much different. Describing who you should spend more or less time with is not as much about how they make you feel as you may think. So, the greatest influence others will have on you is in how they treat themselves and the attitudes and habits shaping their lives. So, someone's self love and self respect is a contagious and visceral experience. The more time you spend with people invested in their own expansion, the more influences you will have to pursue your own. The people you care about can't be perfect all of the time, but sharing fundamental values based on love and growth are most important. But suppose themes of self love, emotional regulation, financial literacy, spiritual evolution, clean habits, toxic perspectives, and relationship development are not regular topic of conversation among those around you. And in that case, they would not be major themes within your life. If you want to know who you are becoming, just reflect on what you and your friends talk about, practice, and prioritize as a group. A good indicator it may be time to upgrade the company you keep is gauging how inspired, motivated, encouraged, and healthy you feel after spending time with someone. So, even if you can't quite put your finger on why you feel the way you do, and have a little check in once you are alone. So, observe your intuitive sensation, state of mind, and overall mood. Do you feel lifted with all the evolutionary external influence you are overcoming, empower your growth and healing by choosing people who remind you of who you are meant to be? Life is too short to be grazing with sheep when you are meant to be alone. So the enemy will try to pull you into pretty arguments and situations so that you about your calling and miss your destiny. Do not give them your peace. Stand firm and you will see the salvation of the Lord. So he will go before you and fight your battles. You need only to be still. God has given you assignment that is too important to get distracted from. So focus on what is important. God will take care of the rest. So dear God, Almighty Father, thank you for the blessing of this new day. Father, I acknowledge you as the origin, meaning, and goal of my life, and you have arranged everything in me for a beautiful reason and purpose. So, Father, today I ask you to help me see and feel that my life is worth living despite my present pains and the uncertainties of my future. Thus, hold me tight, Father God, and please never allow to get separated from you. I pray that you continue to supply my life with the gifts of your light, peace, healing, and hope. So, in addition, please watch over my family and my throughout this day. Keep us always away from harm, guide us every step of our way, and give successes to the works of our hands. Almighty Father, thank you for the gift of life. Father, I worship and praise you as the living God and Savior of my life. So, by your grace, you give me my life and embraced my whole being, despite my imperfections and shortcomings. Also, thank you for constantly dwelling in my heart and in the heart of those who believe and hope in you. Father, I need you always in my life. Your presence within me empowers my soul to keep going on in my journey. Your love makes me feel secure and calm. Father, I also ask you to bless my family members with deep understanding and patience for one another. Help us with our daily needs and through your guidance, lead us to face and manage well the challenges that lie ahead of us. So, my child, know that as you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena might have believed only happens in fantasy stories. So, through meditation and journaling, we invite a greater awareness of the subtle realities. These realms can be amazing place to bring true pioneering ideas, creativity, and to explore the edges of the universe. So, this message is about bridging the seen and the unseen. You are the pioneer of your life, and the way forward may be in your dreams or visions. So, once these visions are in the minds and hearts of many, it can merge into matter. These blueprints then go to the architect, and the ideas became physicalized. So you might find it useful to do automatic wiring or intuitive drawing to capture some of the more lucid information. Be creative and don't take on the opinions of others. So it's time to think and do things a whole other way. It is time to dream outside the box. It is time for the inventors, the artists, the poets, and the visionary leaders to step forward and collectively dream of a new future. It has been a rather interesting week from challenges to finally some joy, and now we are asked to take a time out in your day and do some rest, relaxation, reflection, and just settle it all down. So, journal your thoughts while having that cuppa. Sit and just let go and let your thoughts wander and just breathe deeply and slowly for a few moments. It is a perfect day to do a little de stressing and collect yourself. If you have been overworking yourself this week, then this is a clear sign to slow it all down. Mental and physical exhaustion will not do you any good, and if you don't look after yourself. So, dear someone, no. And these days, I allow myself to get lost on purpose because I know that I will be always find my way. I still don't always have the right answer, but I trust my ability to figure it out. And if I get it wrong, sometimes I may feel frustrated at first, but then I breathe and I give myself grace and I try again. And I will keep trying and trying as many times as I need to because I may give up on unaligned path and what my heart knows is not for me, but I will never give up on myself. And I am still not yet where I want to be, but I am able to step back and recognize how far I have come. And I have bad days, hard days, heavy days. I get frustrated and angry, and I feel sad and hurt. And I start to question the purpose of it all and wonder if my life really is just random. Maybe none of this ever had any meaning at all. But I no longer stay in the place for very long. Because all I have to do is step outside and watch the sky. I can feel it, there is something more that I can't quite see, and these days I don't hide from the thing that scares me like I used to. I may hesitate, but in the end, I will walk toward my own discomfort if it means creating the most honest and beautiful life I can imagine for myself, and slowly, step by step, breath by breath, I navigate this path. And I trust what I can't see, but what can feel. I honor my own magic and I stay true to my beating heart. I used to care deeply about what others thought of me. I used to carefully curate every word I said and every move I made. I silenced myself way too many times to keep the peace. So we are done doing that. No longer care about your perception of me more than I care about staying true to me. I owe it to myself to fully be myself. And if being me does not lie well with you, I will not take it personal. One thing I will not do is make myself more digestible for you. The era of being the overlay, nice, yes, girl, the overgiving, the overextending, the over delivering kind of girl is beyond over. I owe it to myself to show up as a woman. I am not the woman that you want me to be. And while we all want to be liked and accepted, I'm not willing to lose myself for it. Like me as I'm or don't, that is not a concern of mine. So, dear someone, know that. I know you hide the pain burrowed beneath your skin, I know you pretend that everything is fine, and when your mind is wide awake. So, screaming at you in the middle of the night, saying you need to do more, you need to be better. I know you feel like a burden to others. I know you have anxiety flowing through your veins, and sometimes it feels like you will never learn how to manage it. I know you point out your flaws and make fun before your friends can beat you to the punch. I know you don't feel beautiful. I know you believe you will never be loved as you watch your friends hopelessly fall over and over again. I know you look in the mirror and cry, "What is wrong with me?" as tears stream down your cheeks. I know you think you are not enough. I know you hold your tears in every time you do something wrong. I know you feel like a fool who will never get it right, but you will even if it takes a million tries because I know you never give up. I know you feel lonely most of the time. I know you look to the past and romanticize it. I know you think it must have been your fault. I know you say yes to everyone, so you are not a disappointment. I know because this is me. I am afraid that this is all I will ever be. So, my child, know that during prayer, the Lord laid it heavy on my spirit. I'm not just God. I'm your father who loves you and cares for you and is a child who trusts their parent. That is how you need to trust me in this season. This is not the time to try and figure things out or try to make sense of things. God just wants you to trust Him. Even though you don't understand what God is doing, He wants you to trust that He knows what He is doing. And as your Father, He always has your best interest in mind, even when it does not feel the best. Because creation is finished, what you desire already exists. It is excluded from view because you can see only the contents of your own consciousness. It is the function of an assumption to call back the excluded view and restore full vision. It is not the world but your assumptions that change. An assumption brings the invisible into sight. It is nothing more nor less than seeing with the eye of God. Ancestral karma is no longer keeping you stuck. The fight to free yourself is ending. Shift your energy towards cleansing and transmuting this past effort so you can get grounded and stable. Reset during these endings in preparation for the new beginning. Recover back your energy, passion, and drive that will be applied towards the exciting new adventures that are moving to. So, my child, know that there is power in verbalizing your feelings, especially if you experience anxiety and depression. Here is what most people don't understand. Feelings of anxiety and depressions are often a direct result of repressed emotions. In other words, we feel anxious and depressed when we deny our fear, hurt, shame, or anger. So it makes sense that we can learn to feel less anxious or depressed when we walk through our underlying feelings with someone we trust. Sharing our emotions with a good listener is cathartic. It helps relieve tension when we let go of what is troubling us by allowing someone else to feel what we feel and offer empathy. So, as we share and receive empathy, the emotional turmoil becomes less intense and more manageable when we appreciate that someone cares enough to listen, understand, and pray with us. It brings comfort for our heart and encouragement for getting through our situation. In time, we realize that we feel more peace. In addition to sharing our feelings with a friend, it is important for us to share our feelings with God in prayer. In the plasma of the Bible, David, the author of most of them, give us a model for sharing our troubles with God. By writing out or simply praying our own plasma, we too can experience more of God's peace. Like David, we tell God just what we are feeling, even if it is anger at Him. And He listens and is concerned and responsive. David also shows us how to receive God's care by thanking Him for His provisions, starting with the smallest of blessings. So, my child, know that. I hope you realize that nothing lasts forever, not happiness, not pain. So, this feeling that you find yourself experiencing, this discomfort, confusion, or emotional turmoil, it will pass. And deep down, you know it too, because you have been through hell and back and still had the courage to face one more day. You have lost, broken down, and been hurt in ways more than one, but that never stopped you from forgiving. It never stopped you from stretching your heart to make room for more love, for more friendships, more happiness, because you have seen more layers of others than you would like to admit, parts that you wish you did not come across because you can't see them in the way you used to. But that did not stop you from accepting them. That did not stop you from giving them another chance. That did not stop you from being the soft hearted mess that this rough, unforgiving world needs. So, this will pass too, this pain, this moment in your life, this difficult road in your healing journey. It will pass because it has to. It will pass because you have gone through hell and back before and you still keep going. You still keep going. If the details of what you are trying to manifest are overwhelming or confusing, or you getting stuck with how everything is going to unfold, just take a moment to step back out of the detail. This is especially important if a part of your plan is not going in the way you thought it would, or you hit an obstacle along the way. Stepping back, reminding yourself of the bigger picture of what you are aiming towards. So, why are you doing this, and that feeling of what it will be like when you get there, and to just breathe and relax map help you get that space to see another part, to get there, to get some clarity on something or make a breakthrough. Sometimes we can keep plugging on down the same path and struggle to make progress and miss a route that would be much easier to navigate. Sometimes we keep on and get frustrated and forget just why we started things and need that reminder to become more energized. Everything is happening just as it needs to, even if the mind is saying things are not going to plan. Keep connected to the big picture, keep connected to your higher guidance and that of your guides, and everything you need to know will become clear to you and you will find this way forward. So, my child, know that. Things are going to get better, and if you have been feeling disconnected, anxious, or fatigued, then don't worry. Recent energy shifts are making sensitivities feel strange and a little ungrounded. Like the angel, you will come up from the depth with new energy and clarity. You might have felt foggy and uncertain about your future, second guessing your decision or too tired to act. Your angels are not on strike or ignoring you. They are right there beside you, helping you through the darkness into the light. Soon you will feel more settled, clear, and certain. And in the meantime, rest, meditate, and pay attention to your true feelings. Surrender fear and struggle. You can expect moments of grace, small miracles, and you will feel the wings and hands of angels holding and supporting you. Lean in. So, to help this shift, focus on elevating your mindset and the mood. Sometimes it feels like our prayers take a long time to be answered, and yet, when the time is right and your solution or support comes, the wait will not matter. The message is to let go of trying to control, release your worries, stay centered and present, stay strong, everything is improving. So, my child, know that. Then certain philosophers of the Epicureans and of the Stoics encountered him, and some said, "What will this babbler say?" Others, some he seemed to be forth of strange God, because he preached unto them Jesus and the resurrection, and they took him and brought him unto Areopagus, saying, "May we know what this new doctrine and whereof thou speakest is. And for thou bringest certain strange things to our ears, we would know therefore what these things mean. For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else, but either to tell or to hear some new thing. Number, and in the seventh month, on the first day of the month, ye shall have an holy conviction, shall do no servile work, and it is day of blowing the trumpet unto you. And ye shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet Saviour unto the Lord, and one young bullock, one ram, and 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deal for a bullock, and 2/10 deal for a ram, and 1 10 deal for 1 lamb throughout the 7 lamb and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. To make an atonement for you beside the burnt offering of the month and his meat offering, and the daily burnt offering and his meat offering, and their drinks offering according unto their man, for a sweet savour, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes come through, type Amen.